I served on the board of Focus on the Family in the U.S. for 31 years. And one time we were deciding whether to build a building or not. It was going to cost, I think, $21 million or something. It was a pretty good sized building. And the board discussed it for like 2 hours. We just couldn't come to a solution. And finally, a person said, well, what would be the ideal long term? 2 minutes later, we made the decision. Because we were thinking about right now the current roadblocks rather than what should be. And the ideal is that if we had anything, what would we want? What would the ideal building be? And then long term is for the next 30 to 50 years, what would be the advantage of it? Not what are our current roadblocks and our current problems, but what would be the ideal building be, and what would be the ideal building long term? And it just cuts the fog out of your thinking. So whatever the subject you're thinking about, whether it's to change positions or to take a position or to whatever it is you're thinking about, ask yourself, what would be the ideal position long term? What would be the ideal building long term? What would be the ideal process long term? What would be the ideal person for that position we're trying to fill long term? And that one question cuts the fog out of a lot of discussion.